Alright then, today is 11th of April 2024. Okay, let's begin. Monk mode 58 days, OMAD 58 days, Bioenergetic prayer 58 days, Bioenergetics instead of coffee 55 days, no junk food at all 58 days, and cold air shower 50 days. Alright. So yeah, I'd like to, in the first place, say sorry for not making video for 3 days, I think. Last video was on Monday, well, filmed. I think last video was, yeah, it was when the eclipse was, yeah. But yeah, about the eclipse and the good feeling actually that has been there. It's still there, and but for some reason I've not had the motivation to do these videos, because doing these videos daily, both in Finnish and English, is pretty taxing. It's pretty taxing. And on top of that, I've been posting a lot on my Instagram, and that's actually what I will stop now for now. I've been sharing a lot on there. They're all in my highlights, but I noticed that when I'm posting all those things, it's taking energy from me. It's important to talk about those things, but it's taking energy, and well, yeah, it's important to talk, and what else it's taking from me? Well, but there are people in this world who view things like that which I'm sharing as conspiracy theories, but then again, the term conspiracy theory is just a label that CIA put for the uncomfortable truth. That's how it is. And usually the people who speak about the wrongs in this world, they suffer the most. Economically they suffer the most, and they are cast out. They are extremely cast out from rest of the people. Rest of the people are just looking at the people who are sharing things as, well, crazy conspiracy theorists or whatnot. I know I have that label and I don't give a fuck. What's important for me is speaking my truth and living my truth, even though it's not the easiest path to take, but it's the only path that I can take. For me, it has costed, well, my old relationship, but then again that relationship was pretty bad for a long time. And now I will actually speak about, well, the people who are watching this in English don't know about the Temptation Island thingies that I've been going through. But yeah, let's begin. In 2016, end of 2016, I went to this reality television show called as Temptation Island Finland Season 3. I went there with my ex, and we were actually in the honeymoon phase when we went there, so that was pretty stupid to go there, because that trip, it ruined a lot of things. It ruined the foundation of our relationship, it ruined the trust. That was the stupidest mistake that we both ever did, was to go there. Even though we managed to not do all the kind of degenerate stuff that other people are doing, like having all kinds of stupid sex and whatnot, but the way how it went for us is I reacted extremely bad to the things I was seeing through the manipulated tablet. And at that time I couldn't just, even though I knew that it's fully edited and it's just your mind is being fucked with, but it's not so easy in that situation when you're there with 3 others, the whole atmosphere there, and if you're last there, you need to wait for around 1 hour to watch a video, completely edited video, for example 10 minutes of video of your of your partner doing things which are edited in a way to make you react in a way that they want you to react. It's pretty fucked up thing. Or program even. That's what it is. It's a program. It's programming your mind. But yeah. This will be a pretty long video, so bear with me. I will go through the whole thing. 2016, yeah. And afterwards we came back from the filming of that. We went to actually Amsterdam. We had some fun times. We had really fun times. We enjoyed each other's company, but that's when the addiction came back in the picture big time, like the porn watching and whatnot. The garbage. And ever since that, I wasn't able to shake it until this day, or this streak. Yeah. And when the Temptation Island thing started showing on television, that's when I got really deep into my escapisms. Because what I saw was so much edited. It had nothing to do with the experience that I had there. It was completely edited to make me look in a way that they wanted to make me look. And I couldn't just bear with that. So I had to escape into my escapism, for example, video games, porn, junk food, alcohol, all kinds of stupid shit. And yeah, during that trip, actually when I went there, I wanted to do it without drinking any alcohol, but the situation is that you're pretty much forced to drink alcohol. Yeah. But 2017, we had a lot of arguments of what went there and what happened and what wasn't shown and what happened there. If I can give you one advice, don't ever go to that shit. Don't ever go to that shit program, Temptation Island. It was stupid, completely stupid of me. I was a fool to go there in first place. But to go the second time, it's even fucked up, more fucked up. But I will get there, get to that in a moment. 2017, we had a lot of arguments, but we actually could settle them, and we actually could get engaged. We went to all these traveling abroads. We went to Rome, we went to Paris, and in Paris I actually proposed her in Eiffel Tower. But that didn't last long. In 2018, well, the biggest year of shit falling apart. Well, we had a lot of arguments even though we were engaged, and it got real bad when my father had a stroke. He got to hospital. He got to hospital. He was rushed to hospital because his blood pressure was so high. He had a stroke, and 2018 was, in all of it was really bad year for me. So yeah, my father suffered a stroke and he was in a bad shape for a long time. I visited there daily. My brother actually came to Finland. We visited there and we talked to father even though he couldn't hear us. But what was great is when he opened his eyes and I could actually talk to him, but then it got bad. He had a lot of a lot of treatment mistakes, which led to that he's still in the same state that he was back in 2018. And at the same time as that was going, I was feeling a lot of bad stuff inside. So of course, I was weak, so I escaped into my escapisms. And every time that I escaped to my escapisms, that was when I hated myself the most for not being strong enough to beat it. So I was extremely mad at myself and extremely volatile. I've said a lot of bad words when I've relapsed, because I've hated myself so much for relapsing. And I managed to actually, I said a lot of hurtful things to my ex. I said a lot of things that I would take back any day. But I was hating myself so much for not being able to get it done. And then I had a work accident. I lost all power from my left arm. There was this master at this construction site where he was pushing something around and he didn't see, and it hit me here, and it caused my left hand to lose all gripping power. It was bad because I was not able to work out. Working out was my way to develop myself back then. Even though I was abusing myself with porn and video games, junk food, whatnot. Living extremely degenerate way. And then, when my arm healed actually, I could get back to work, and I went to abroad. Not abroad, I went to travel work. And as I was going to the travel work, my mother reached out to me that my grandfather has died of a heart attack. So yeah, another bad thing that happened. And at the same time also, as all the other stuff was going on, I had also the first time they started taking things out of my salary because I messed up my economic situation with the Temptation Island, as I was taking a lot of loans and trying to pay it off with loans. I'm still suffering because of those mistakes this day. And yeah, my grandfather passed away in June. And I was traveling, so I was not with my ex and my lovely cats who are here now. But I had demolition work, so it was great. I could let out the frustration of all those things which had happened before, and now that grandfather passing away, to that. And interesting thing is also, after that grandfather had passed away and I had heard of it and I was dealing with it, Eminem actually announced that he's going to Stockholm, the Friends Arena, and I wanted to go there. I've always wanted to see Eminem live. It's been my bucket list for a long time. And I was able to fulfill that. I wanted to actually take my ex with me, but at the same time she was traveling with her cousins and our relationship was pretty unstable because of all that traveling she was doing and all the traveling I was doing. So yeah, I went there. It was really great experience. The Eminem show. I've never felt more electricity than there. I was listening Eminem's music for a long time. Actually, Recovery album carried me through some extreme dark times in my life. So personally, Eminem's music has been a good help for me, good outlet, and seeing him live was just great. Hearing all those songs was just so great. And then in the memorial service of my grandfather, his wife said that after that show was my grandfather's memorial service, that Eminem concert. It was a really great concert. But after that was my grandfather's memorial. And in the church, my mother started crying when she heard my grandfather's favorite song, so I held her tight and soothed her like, there, it's all right, don't worry. It was a beautiful moment. And then I walked over to my grandfather's coffin, put my hand on it and said, I thank you for everything. I'm sorry for breaking contact with you. I've had this stupid habit of cutting people out who are not beneficial for me. For example, my father, I was having a lot of misjudgments which caused me to cut contact with him, and same thing with my grandfather. It's always like that, been always like that. First with my father and then my grandfather, that when I cut contact with someone, something bad happens. So yeah, I apologized to him for not fixing things between us, and I told him that his legacy will live on through me. I will carry the torch. What he started will live on forever. Well, I'm part of. He created my mother, and my mother created me. So yeah, and So in that way, it lives on through me. But there's been this cycle of, I think it's generational curse. Pretty sure it's generational curse. Because the same situation has been in my family for so long. But yeah, that's topic for another video. And in the memorial service, my grandfather's wife actually said that they watched the season 3 together, and that's when I got the idea that even though I suffered there in season 3, that's where I need to go to fix things again. So, like any reasonable person would do, I went back to the place which caused the problem. I wanted to make it so that she would not suffer anymore from my actions. And I was willing to suffer, because those things that I told you about were on base when going back there. I went back to the place which broke our relationship when I was dealing with a lot of personal shit. A lot. I mean, a lot. But I wanted to do it that way. I wanted to go there and fix a relationship which was broken on the first one. And I could actually manage to fix things by suffering there. I went to sleep early. I didn't drink much alcohol. I was pretty much on my own, reading books, writing thoughts, journaling, the whole trip. And when I saw my ex again there Temptation Island is you get separated from your partner for 3 weeks about, and you're put in middle of 20 singles who are trying to seduce you or in some way break your relationship. That's fucked up concept in first place. So yeah, I was with 4 other dudes who were separated from their partner, with 20 single girls who were trying to seduce me or whatnot. And the same thing with her. She was put on the other side, 3 weeks apart, 20 singles trying to seduce her. And every other night you are going to this bonfire session where you see completely edited video, watching it, and they want to make you react in a certain way so that they can get the content out of it. That's Temptation Island in a nutshell. But I wanted to do it differently. I wanted to suffer. I wanted to suffer so much because I caused her to suffer due to my actions in the first round. So yeah, I actually re-proposed to her when we met on the last bonfire, because our engagement was actually broken when all that things happened in 2018. And yeah, in 2019 the thing came out from TV, and well, what I saw again in there was again completely edited, not in a way the way I wanted to do it. They made me look like a crazy person or whatnot. But that's what they do. They will make you look in a certain way by cutting from there and adding to there, and it is what it is. And I've struggled long with that for so long, that the image that they portrayed of me through that thing was completely false, completely edited. I'm still suffering about it because of it to this day. But yeah, in 2019 we actually could fix our relationship again, or I could fix it. I could fix the relationship again. We went to Miami for our engagement trip. It was a great trip, but there was this problem still, the chunk watching and video games and whatnot, all the other degenerate shit, all those. And when I relapsed, I was again dealing with a lot of shit which came out, and I said things that I'm not proud of, and I wish I could take them back. But it is what it is. In 2019, we actually put our daughter. We made our daughter then, and in 2020, our daughter was born, and she was born during the height of the so-called pandemic. I couldn't attend to my daughter's birthing because I had the flu at that time, and the whole world was pretty messed up. And when my daughter was born, I was going through deep transformations, and actually that's when I actually joined King's Transformation for the first time in 2020. And that's actually also around the same time I started speaking about the wrongness of this world, and I was getting a lot of shit from it, and not just me but my ex. But it's important. It's completely important to, when you see things which are going wrong, you speak about them. Become the change that you wish to see in the world. So yeah, 2020, my daughter was born, we were a family. And there was still the same problem, which is not there anymore. The porn problem. It was my escapism from, well, the evil of this world, and video games as well. I know, well, there were many reasons why our relationship ended actually. In 2020, we got separated again. I had to choose between speaking out about the wrongness of this world or my family. I chose to speak about the problems of this world, and that's extremely lonely and a hard road to take, because that's the road many won't take. It's the road that the others go this way, I go this way. But yeah, in 2022, around 2022, I took part of this. I went to this Leveli podcast and I talked a lot, well, in Finnish, so the English people won't actually understand what I'm speaking here, but the Finnish people actually know. And there I made a decision again to just be with my family and not speak about things. So for 2 years, around 2 years, I lived with my family, but still I was struggling within me. I was struggling with this PMO problem and all the other escapisms. Oh, let's not just say PMO anymore. I've lost my ads. I'm just gonna say porn. I'm not ever gonna get my ads back, so I will just say things how they are. Porn is the problem, or was the problem. It's not a problem anymore, it's gone. It will never ever come back again. That's the biggest escapism bullshit that you can do. And in 2023, I actually listened again. I listened to Elliot Hulse's Make Men Strong Again. And by listening to that book, I got back the drive that I had. So I started fasting again. And I started on working on beating this problem. And we got separated with my ex on Ash Wednesday. I came here to work on the porn problem and all the other escapisms that I had. I wanted them out. I asked her one thing only. I asked her, give me time to figure this shit out so we can be family again. But no. She was in a hurry to fill the void that I left. And now, as I'm recording this, she's together with some other dude filling my spot, taking my place. And I actually yesterday had a discussion with my ex about pretty much our whole relationship. We talked it through, and I got a closure on things, because what happened between us, there were good things, there were also a lot of bad things, but the bad things happened after the Temptation Island thing. That's when it got real bad. And I wanted for so long to just fix everything. She was broken before I met her, and I actually managed to break her more. And I tried everything to fix things. Even going again to that Temptation Island bullshit place where a lot of problems were caused. But yeah, it is what it is. And I actually told her that I won't cry myself to sleep anymore. I won't suffer anymore because of this relationship. I told her that I love her, but I'm trying to kill that love, because she has done things with this dude which I cannot just put aside. Even though I want deep within me to fix things and be with her, it's no longer an option. Today is her birthday. I wished her, well, I actually last night gave her a flower, a rose, nice rose bouquet. And actually I think my birthday gift for her is just to let her go completely, without any hard feelings, any sadness. Letting her go out of love. If she wants to go, she can go. Well, I've said it before on these videos, but yesterday I told it to her in person, and actually yesterday I told her that in person. Yesterday I told her that in person. So yeah. So now I'm just working on killing those emotions that I feel towards her. Of course, it would be easier if I had someone new, but I don't wanna mix anyone new into this, as I'm still working on through the old relationship, fixing the problems so I won't make the same mistakes ever again. Well, now the PMO porn problem is under control and all the other escapisms. But yeah, people actually in the King for Life group have been asking for me to speak about the Temptation Island experience, and well, this video is pretty much that. And yeah, since Ash Wednesday I've been part again in King for Life. I'm still part of the King for Life. I'm posting there daily, posting my videos, helping others, to grow stronger, because that's really important. Grow stronger yourself and help others to grow stronger. That way the world can be a much better place. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, put up a like, comment whatever you feel like commenting, subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video drops. All the best, stay strong, God bless, and all glory to God. I will see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.